más romantic.
Hello and welcome back to Olympic Dispatch by Skimo Gold. This is the premier podcast and YouTube show for ski mountaineering interviews and race analysis. During the Olympics period, we are coming at you with episodes every single day to introduce the great sport of skimo in the Olympics for the first time this year over there in Italy to the world. If you're into skimo and you have been for a long time, like me, you're going to find some deep insight and new stuff about athletes and angles that you probably haven't seen before. And if you're new to the sport and you're just learning, you're hearing about skimo on NPR and NBC and big magazines and outlets. Hey, welcome to the sport. This sport is awesome, and we want to pull you in. We want to help you get to know what happens in the sport. Who are these athletes? Why are they so cool? And what might happen in those final races on February 19th for the sprint and February 21st for the mixed relay. Along those lines, today's episode, this guy is the man. He is one of the top gold medal contenders in both races, the sprint race on February 19th and on the mixed relay on February 21st. This is Spain's Oriol Cardona Cole. Oriol has been at the top of the sport for quite some time. He's also an exceptional trail runner in the summer. He is the current world champion in the sprint discipline, which is a race of approximately 3 minutes, all out up the hill and then all out back down through the gates, off the jumps, around the berms. It's super exciting. And he is one of the top contenders in the mixed relay, which is slightly longer. It's a race that'll take about half an hour on February 21st. There's one man and one woman on the team. They trade off back and forth a couple times. And that's a really exciting story. His teammate, Ana Alonso, is also one of the top athletes in the world. Ana was hit by a car in October while she was out training on the road bike, getting ready for the skimo season. It was a bad accident. She had some severe injuries, especially to her knee. And here we are just 4 months later. Ana is back. She's at the highest level. She's gaining fitness. In the last World Cup that happened before the Olympics, Ana and Oriol finished second in the mixed relay, and that was a fantastic performance. We can only assume that Ana's form and readiness is going to go up, and so we've got some great races on our hands. Also, that final World Cup in the men's sprint the men's sprint race individual. There was a very close head-to-head battle at the front between today's guest, Oriol Cardona Cole, and Thibaut Anselme of France, also one of the top competitors. And it was down to the line. There was a very sketchy and exciting downhill pass, and Anselme was able to take the win with Spain's Oriol Cardona Cole just on his heels. And it was super exciting. I think maybe a bit of a preview for the Olympics. So those are two people to watch. Today's guest, Cardona Cole of Spain, and also Thibaut Anselme of France. If you want to get further into geek mode here with Skimo, go back to our February 4th episode where announcer Katie Friend and I broke down all of the details from that World Cup and other recent events in skimo. Thanks again to Oriol for joining us. These Olympic athletes, folks, they are under so much pressure. There's so much time constraints. Everyone's asking for their time, and that's why I was able to record most of the competitor interviews a few weeks ago, get out ahead of things and let them, right now as the races come up. Hopefully, they're finding the capacity and the poise to, sort of go into monk mode, shut down the media, shut down the social media, and just do their job, which of course is getting ready for those races. I've said enough about Oriol. Let's get into the conversation with him. First, want to mention our partners. These brands are helping us produce excellent Skimo content every single day during the Olympics. Really appreciate DynaFit. These are clothes and gear that I use every single day. And not only are they super functional in just about every condition, but they're actually cool. Like my teenage kids think it's cool when I wear DynaFit. They also think it's cool when I do my exciting skin rip. You heard Max Valverde and I talk about that in yesterday's interview. You got the pink Pomoka skins shooting out behind you when you rip off your skins. That looks cool, and Pomoka skins also work very well. Thanks to Training Peaks, this is the platform I've used every single day for over a decade to plan my own training as an athlete, and also, more importantly, to plan and communicate with the athletes who I coach. Check out trainingpeaks.com/Skimo Gold and get a free trial for athletes and for coaches. Thanks to Revanta Creatine by Neuro Reserve, taking that stuff every day here, like I always do. I've taken creatine daily since I had a big concussion a couple years ago, and I think it's been a big piece of coming back to normalcy. And thanks also to Camp. They've been with Skimo since the start. They make excellent gear for wintertime sports and also for summertime stuff. When I'm out rock climbing in the summer, pretty much everything I'm using hard goods wise is from Camp. All right, folks, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching on YouTube. Thanks for rating, reviewing, subscribing, and getting this content every day here during the Olympics. Here we are, the one and only world champion, Spain's Oriol Cardona Cole. Here we are in the middle of December. What kind of training did you do this morning? Is it endurance? Is it speed? Is it intervals? Do you train alone? Do you train with the team?
Interval trainings, I train a lot alone. It was like 40 seconds intervals, so not many times. It was nice. Here the weather, today it was a little gray, but we did a good training. And how about you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. It's early in the morning here in Colorado, and we've had a dry year so far. There's a little bit of snow up on the high mountains, but not too much. We need more snow. You may have seen in the World Cup in Solitude, they didn't have enough snow, and then lots of snow. So back and forth. Hopefully, we have some more coming.
Yeah, I saw it. It's a pity. Yeah. That's how it goes. The mountains, you never know when it's gonna snow. So yeah, here we have the same problem too. So there's not a lot of snow, but at least we can do skimo in the slopes. So that's fine.
I know you grew up in Banyoles in Catalonia. Where are you based for the training now?
No, I'm in Pyrenees because in Banyoles, my hometown, there is no snow there. There is no big mountains, and in the winter I move here in the Pyrenees in Font-Romeu. It's a French city. It's really close to Spain. It's like 2 hours my hometown. And it's a good place for training. We have quite good altitude for the trainings, mountains and good conditions. So it's a nice place. I've been to that area, and I was very good friends with Emma Roca, Team Spain athlete in the days. Our friend Emma has passed away, as some listeners will know, but she was a dear friend, and I've spent time with Emma and her family in the mountains. I love Catalonia in the Pyrenees, one of my favorite places in the world. Ah, nice. Yeah. It's a nice place there. We had a good relationship also with Emma. I knew her. And there's nice people living around here, and it's a good place for living and for training. Well, Oriol, tell us for the people who aren't familiar with you,
Tell us about growing up in Banyoles in Catalonia, with what you did as a child. I think you were very active outside, skiing, running. I think your father was into ski mountaineering and also trail running. What should we know about that lifestyle? It sounds to me, it sounds kind of similar of what I know of Kilian Jornet as a child, being outdoors and being active. What were you doing when you were younger?
Not that much, but yes, I've I've always had a really strong relationship with the sport and competitions. And since when I was, I think, really young boy, I started doing track and field athletics. And I grew up doing that, running a lot. And when I was like 18, uh, I really moved to Pyrenees, and then I really full focus on the winter season. And yeah, my passion for the mountains grow up then. And yeah, that's it. I mean, when I was young, my family introduced me to alpine ski during the weekends. It was tough because yeah, we had to move every weekend to go find the snow. But then when I had the opportunity, I just moved here near the mountains, and yeah, then what was easier.
Thanks to DinaFit and Pomoka for supporting the Skimo Gold podcast, two of my favorite brands in the ski mountaineering space. If you've ever ridden a bike, you know how important the tires are because they are literally where the rubber hits the road. Well, when it comes to ski mountaineering, where the ski hits the snow on the uphill is the climbing skins. These are what allow you to get enough traction to stay attached to the hill, but also have enough glide to slide forward and do it with speed. The way I do that, and the way many of the Olympic athletes do that, is with the pink Pomoka skins. These have been my mainstay all along. Pomoka makes a variety of skins for different types of snow and different widths. They've got you covered. Check them out, Pomoka climbing skins. In the United States, Skimo is still relatively new, coming onto the scene. We have some programs for youth now, but they're new. How is it for you? Did you go? I think in Spain they have some academy for youth to go, maybe to live at school and to focus on Skimo and on running. Did you do this, and at what age did you start that?
Here, there is like a technification center where you can learn like everything about Skimo, the safety things with the mountain, because it's something really important to know before starting doing this sport. And it was like at the age of 14 when we started going to this center. But when I started quite before that, family with my father and with my brother who was ski mountaineering, and they are who really introduced me. Then when you are here, when you are 14 or more, you can start going into this center, or there is also some clubs where you can have a training group and learn something about. Learn everything about the mountains, the conditions, and the skimo. And that's it. I mean, it's a quite hard sport to practice because at the end you need to snow, and it's easy for everyone who's not living near the snow to go there. But I think there's a big important part of sacrifice from the family and myself to go into it.
When you were younger athlete, Oriol, did you have any older athletes who you looked up to and you like the example? Maybe it is someone in skimo or running like Kilian, or maybe it's so many Spanish cyclists, so many international cyclists living in Girona, and you have the Vuelta coming through. Many different things. What inspired you?
Yeah, at that time I think it was like my brother and like Kilian Jornet, because when I started, they were already doing eskimo touring in Spain, in Catalonia, and I was just like following their tips. And at that time, Kilian was winning all the World Cups, and yeah, it was. I think that was super good for the sport and the growth of the sport here in Catalonia and in Spain. Having Kilian make the people love this sport and become passionate about it.
Wow, thank you for sharing. Yes, and Killian, he's still going. Just this summer, Killian came through my town here, Salida, Colorado. He had the big adventure with the biking between the peaks and doing all the 14ers. It's incredible, amazing to see him still going. I have a couple times. Yes, yeah, I got to in 2014. I got to do the vertical kilometer world championship in Chamonix. And I raced against Killian, and it was very special to get to see him doing his thing, and he's still bringing the energy in so many areas. So
yeah,
good job,
all the thing
Killian.
that all the he's doing now, it's crazy, and yeah, it's admirable when you see him running or skiing and achieving their goals. I think that's something very inspiring, and yeah, it's quite a good reference to have as an athlete and as a person.
Yeah, absolutely. And now you, Oriol, I know you have young people in España and many other places looking up to you and seeing, your amazing finishes in the World Cup, in the World Championships. We have the Olympics coming up. If you go back, when you first joined the Spanish national team, was there a special moment maybe when you realized that you had a place on the international stage, like you got a first result, or you felt like you could compete at that very highest level?
I remember, I think it was 2009 when I won my first World Cup in Italy. It was a very I really remember that race because it was a really tight ending with Robert Antonioni. Also a really good reference as an athlete and as a person.
Congratulations. What a feeling. And you've been very consistent since then, particularly in the sprint and also in the mixed relay. Congratulations, especially last year in the World Championships. You and your teammate Ana Alonso Rodríguez, second place in the mixed relay in the World Championship, and you qualified for the Olympics. Tell me about that moment. How did that feel? I'm sure you've been looking forward to Skimo in the Olympics for a long time. How did it feel to actually solidify one of those qualifying spots?
Yeah, it was the feeling. It was amazing because we've been training a lot for that race. I mean, we've been doing a lot of trainings, preparing this unique position that was in the World Champs in the relay and also the sprint too. But when the results after all the effort you put through, the feeling it's amazing, and then you get a ticket to the Olympics. So it's still more amazing. And it was really nice. I mean, it was like because we like a lot of tension, and there was a lot of things game on that race. We had the opportunity to qualify for the Olympics, so it's really important competition. And I think we did a really good, and it was super satisfying arriving in second position on the relay, because also we did a good. So I mean, everything, we put all the hours together to make that moment a really special moment.
Well, congratulations. I enjoyed watching that, as all of the other World Cups. I love seeing Team Spain in the bright red outfits with the yellow. It's easy to see. You're almost always in the front from the start, and it's just so exciting. If you're an athlete and or coach looking for better planning, insights, and communication for your endurance training, please consider Training Peaks. I started using Training Peaks in 2013 as an athlete. I was training for the Lead Challenge series and being coached by the one and only Josiah Middaugh. Josiah got me going in Training Peaks, and we had a great season. I was able to win the series and set a record, and I honestly wouldn't have been able to do it without Training Peaks as the platform for our planning, for the data gathering, and for the communication back and forth. I subsequently started using Training Peaks in my own coaching and have not stopped. I've literally looked at the platform every day since then, and I highly recommend it to you. If you're an athlete or a coach or both like me, try out Training Peaks. One question we have, Oriol, from one of our collaborators with Skimo Gold is Katie Friend, who I know you've worked with before. Everyone's favorite Skimo commentator, Katie.
Sure.
And Katie said to say hi. She also wanted to send you this question, Oriol. What can you say about how Ana is doing? We're in the middle of December here. A couple months ago, I think it was early October, Ana was out training, cycling, and was hit by a car. Thankfully, was kind of okay, but some serious injuries. I think a torn ACL, a torn MCL, maybe some other things. I saw in early December she shared a video. She's on the slope. She's skiing uphill. She's skiing downhill, making some turns gingerly. How is she doing? And do we know? Olympics are 2 months away. Do we think
Yes.
that hopefully maybe she can be ready?
I don't know. I mean, I also broke it happened the same thing to me like 9 years, and I know what he's going through. I know the recovery after this injury is hard, and I really trust with her, and really hope that he will be in a good shape. The Olympics. As long as we know right now, I think she's really doing really good. Corey is going well. And now we will see this time that these 2 months until the Olympics, how can she train? I think we will see her competing in Boitaú in the mixed relay. And yeah, at the moment, I think their recovery is going fine. But now we have to see if the knee can support her weight in the competition and in her trainings. But all the team, we are trusting. We put a lot of trust in her and in her nutrition. So let's hope all the best for her.
Oh, wow. Thank you for sharing. Yes. Well, good luck to Ana. You have many people pulling for you. We hope things come along. And how is the atmosphere? Team Spain is so deep. On the men's side, you have so many athletes who are at the Olympic level. You have yourself, you have Ope Ferrer, you have Biel Pujol Parimon, and many others on the women's side. How is that atmosphere right now? Is there a lot of competition within the team? You support each other, but you also compete. Tell us a little bit about what that's like.
I mean, it's super fun to have such a strong team. I think that makes being a better athletes individually. I think having the opportunity to do some training together and see how the level of the team is growing, that helps us like as an athlete for me, for example, to be better and to perform better, because I know that someone from the team pushing really hard, so that's a nice motivation to give something more in my training than in my competition. But the ambient is quite fine. I think we have a really good relationship between us. The team, we have a really good team, and I mean, there is no bad attitudes or not anything. But for the moment, everything is going really well. They are super strong young stars, and they are also a really good person. So that's super.
Great. Oh, thanks for sharing, Oriol. The listeners, they can check out your Instagram. I see a very nice post. I think it was a Team Spain training camp on the Stelvio, and you have some great photos and
Yeah.
the training, sharing the meals together. To me, it looks like a lot of fun.
At the end, we spend a lot of time together, and it's crucial to have a good ambient in the team, and comes natural. I think, yeah, there is nothing forced, and everything is really natural. And yeah, at the end, we are spending a lot of time, together. So yeah, that make us being really close binders.
Well, so in addition to being on Team Spain, you have your DynaFit shirt on. I think you've been a DynaFit athlete for a long time. My friend Cam Smith, who's also with DynaFit, was telling me that you've been instrumental in working with the company on some new innovations for gear that's very specific to the sprint race in the next relay. The packs, the poles, the bindings. The ski shape. Can you tell us about any of those new innovations or anything that excites you with the gear? Looking forward to the World Cup and Olympics this year.
Yeah, we've been working really close with them with it to launch this new backpack and these new skis and also the poles. I think, for example, the backpack we worked a lot on that because it's something really special, and it has their own ways to use it. So it's quite challenging to make a backpack which works for everyone. I think we really have a good one now. It's super light, and it fits well. That yeah, the opinion of the athlete is quite positive, so that's super good. And another really good thing that we have for this winter is the sprint ski, which are lighter and they are great, and it makes them go a little bit faster in the uphill, which is crucial. And yeah, it works super well.
Very good. Yeah, Cam was telling me those narrower skis are helpful when you go around the diamond. And for listeners who aren't as familiar, one of the transitions in these races, you take the skis off the feet and you put them in the backpack. And Oriol, you're always very good at the foot part. You take off, you're sprinting up the hill. I love to see you charging. And these new skis, they're more tapered at the rear of the ski, so it slides down easier going into that loop on the pack. So these little innovations, they can make a big difference. And if we think about
Yeah,
something
of
like the
course.
Olympic race,
Of course.
the
Yeah,
margins
yeah.
are
I
so
mean,
close.
the material, it's the gear is all really important to make it work at the perfection, because it can also always depend on 1 second during the race. You have a little slower transition. You can lose quite really important time. So that's why we need to know our material 100%, and that's why we've been working on that quite hard, because it's really important.
When I watch Team Spain in the World Cup, the transitions are always so smooth and dialed. I can tell that you just put in so much time practicing. So way to go. Um, Final question, Oriol, as we wrap up here, just Skimo in the Olympics. It's a monumental moment. You get to be part of it at age 30. Who knows? Maybe you have some more Olympics in the future. Maybe not. We have so many young athletes coming up in all countries who are 18, 20, 22. What does it mean for you this year to look towards the Olympics, Oriol?
It means a lot. At the end, it's the first time Skimo is going to the Olympics, so there's a lot of responsibility there. I really looking forward to that competition because I'm really motivated. I mean, we've been working so hard for long, and now I think I'm in one of my best moments as an athlete. And it's coincidence that there is the Olympic Games in 2 months, so that's super. And yeah, I mean, not only about me, but for the ski mountaineering, being in the Olympic a lot, because at the end, it's a lot of people will know about Eskimo for the Olympics. So that's a good way to introduce Eskimo world, and hopefully it's gonna grow. It's gonna grow all around the world. And it was also nice, I think, for the American team that they won the mixed relay in the first World Cup. I think that's something really positive for America, because I think there's a lot of people there who might know the ski since then. So that's something really positive for all the Skimo community. And I'm happy for that. And yeah, let's see what happened after the Olympics. And the Olympics is still in 4 years from now. And if there's also will be maybe some other modality as the vertical or individual race in the Olympics. So I will pray for that.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, thanks. Yes. You're right. That was a big win for Team USA, and I think that you're right. I've said that USA has been behind Europe in terms of just schemo knowledge and engagement, but things are picking up, and it's here in America. I know the audience will be very excited to learn from international superstars like yourself along the way. So I'm really excited for you. Good luck this year. Excited to watch you. We send our best to Ana and the rest of the team, and we're really excited to watch Team España out there. Finally, Oriol, is there anything for our listeners in Spain and in Catalonia? Is there anything you would like to say to them? You can say in Espanol or in Catalan a message for your supporters.
Bueno, solo decir que espero que nada, que estéis pendientes el 19 y el 21 de febrero, que son estas fechas de competición en los Juegos, y nos vemos ahí. I just said, I hope everyone's sharing with us the Olympics, and we will see them there.
Okay. Muy bien, amigo. Muchas gracias. I sure appreciate your time. Thanks for joining us on Skimo Gold, Oriol.
Thank you very much. See you.
Folks, thanks a bunch for listening to Olympic Dispatch by Skimo Gold. We are coming at you daily on all of the podcast streams, also on YouTube. If you haven't checked out the YouTube yet, check it out. Palm Tree Podco has created a fantastic video introduction with some awesome music and some cool footage from Team USA qualifying for the Olympics at the Solitude World Cup in December. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Big thanks to Oriol Cardona Cole for joining us. Really appreciate him taking the time. Man, as I talk to these athletes, I just can't help rooting for all of them. And I'm so excited to see what happens out there in the races. And as you can see, we can expect Oriol to be at the front in both of the events, the men's sprint and the mixed relay race. When you're watching the race, look for a tall guy. His Team Spain speed suit it's bright red with also quite a bit of black on it. And when you watch that gun go off, if you want to see poetry in motion on skis, watch Oriol Cardona Cole, because his speed, his strength, his explosivity, and fluency are just unmatched. It's really cool to see an athlete of that level. So I hope you enjoyed him as much as I did. If you want to support our podcast, share it over to a friend. We're growing. We're trying to pull people in to this great sport of skimo in the Olympics for the first time, and we can use your help. You can also support the podcast by checking out our partners, the brands Dynafit and Pomoka. Look for those out there in the Olympics. You're going to see a lot of athletes using them, and you're also going to see a lot of people out using them in the local races that we cover on Skimo Gold, and also just out touring around in the resorts, out in the backcountry. Dynafit's great stuff, and Pomoka pink skins are keeping a lot of people stuck on that hill and skiing uphill, which is, of course, what it's all about. Thanks also to Training Peaks. This is the only platform I've used for over 10 years as an athlete and as an endurance coach. That's my main job, most of my income, and I literally could not do it without Training Peaks. Their insights and analytics are incredible. And what I really appreciate is the communication tools that allow me to stay in touch with athletes, really tap into what they need to personalize the experience and the progression, and to make changes over time, because that's what that's what life does. Friends don't let friends use spreadsheets, and if you haven't tried it, check it out. Go to trainingpeaks.com/Skimo Gold. Get a free trial as an athlete or coach. I think that you'll be pulled in pretty quick. And furthermore, if you're already using Training Peaks, check out their Skimo training plans, and you can get 20% off an annual premium subscription. I've used some of their plans myself in the past. They're really good. They're science driven, and highly recommend checking it out. So that's trainingpeaks.com/Skimo Gold. Big thanks to Revanta Creatine by NeuroReserve. I take this stuff every day, usually twice a day, in the morning and also after my workout. In the supplement world, there's so much junk out there, and there's so much noise and static, and you got all the Manosphere bros and all that, and I don't take many supplements at all, but I think there's really consensus both in athletics and in the brain health space that creatine is something we probably should be putting in our bodies, both to support strength and cognition now, and for me, particularly as someone who has a parent who has Alzheimer's, looking at long-term brain health and cognition. That's why I take Revanta Creatine by NeuroReserve. Please also check out Camp. This is a fantastic Italian brand available in the USA and elsewhere. I've been doing Skimo races. I think my first one was 2009, and every single race I've been to over the years, I've seen Camp present, whether that's on backpacks or the awesome old gray speed suits that a lot of the athletes were wearing, or on the G Comp warm glove. That's what I wear every day. It's a nice thin glove, so my fingers can do the transitions and stuff, but then I can pull a nice mitten over the fingers and keep that wind off when things get cold up there on Monarch Pass. So check them out, Camp. My name's Travis Macy. If you want to check out my stuff, go to travismacy.com. And hey, we're coming back at you tomorrow. Daily episodes, Olympic Dispatch by Skimo Gold. Thanks for being part of the journey. I hope you're getting hooked. I hope you're getting pumped. We will see you again tomorrow on Skimo Gold.